a new hard feed variety for autumn 21 is this one, KWS Cranium. And you can see that Cranium has quite a distinctive flag leaf and growth habit. And if that reminds you of another variety, it may be because Cranium has KWS Crispin as a parent, along with KWS Kielder. Now, Crispin was again quite a distinctive variety, and the good news is that Cranium has inherited a couple of really useful characteristics from Crispin that we'll talk about a little bit later on. Before that though, we should probably start by talking about yield. Cranium is a very respectable high yielding feed wheat, 104% of controls in both the east and western regions, and a good performance in the northern region as well. So this very much stands as a competitor to our ultra high yielding feed wheats like, for example, LG Skyscraper. However, I think sometimes just fixating on yield can overlook some of the more interesting and valuable characteristics in a variety. With Cranium, there are two things that I think we should look at. The first of those is its performance from a late sown position. Now again, if you had any familiarity with its parent variety Crispin, it will perhaps come as no surprise that this is a very vigorous variety, both in the autumn but particularly with early growth in the spring. And that makes it a very good option for competition with grassweeds, perhaps as part of an integrated crop management plan. Those positive agronomics for late sowing also follow through in yield. This is the highest yielding variety from the late sown AHDB trials, which is everything drilled after the 1st of November. So I think whilst we shouldn't pigeonhole it, this is certainly going to be one of our best options for the late and the ultra late drilling slot. The other feature that stands out for Cranium is in its disease resistance, which you can see on screen now. And that feature is yellow rust resistance. Yellow rust has become one of the bigger challenges of our wheat diseases in recent years, and certainly the most visible. It's what we can see the most of here today. Cranium has inherited good yellow rust resistance from its parents. It's there with an 8 for adult resistance on the recommended list, but crucially this has also got the young plant resistance that is held by, for example, its parent Crispin, but also varieties like Costello and Siskin that we know to have particularly good resistance to yellow rust. So that means that Cranium has one of the more reliable combinations of both yield performance and yellow rust resistance, which are features that I think growers will be increasingly interested in as we go into 2022 and beyond. Where should we position Cranium in the rotation then? Well, this is a variety that performs equally well on light and heavy soils. In fact, it's got good 8s for straw strength, so I think that should give us real confidence in putting it in heavy land or fertile situations. Clearly, it's going to take a late drilling slot if we're planning on pushing drilling into late October, November or beyond, but also this could be drilled through the broad main drilling window. Overall, I think this is a variety that will tick a lot of boxes for people, and although it isn't coming in at the very top of the recommended list for yield, these other interesting agronomic features should make it an option for 2021.